Until we all start voting for what we want, we're going to keep getting the same outcomes. We're going to keep getting what we don't want. We're going to keep having to settle for less.
A busy Tuesday on week 2 of the BC campaign trail, with BC Greens leader Sonia Furstenau being the first to announce the party's election platform, centered on how the government can provide services that contribute to the well-being of citizens.
An economy is meant to serve people. It's meant to serve our society. And when our economy is producing the kinds of outcomes we're seeing, a growing gap between rich and poor, a growing number of people who don't have enough to just get by, and a growing number of people who have so much wealth that they're not even sure what to do with it. They're shooting themselves out into space or sending themselves down to the bottom of the ocean. We need governments to step in and play the role that they're meant to play.
The BC Greens committed to providing free public transit, expanding the provincial carbon tax, and increasing tax rates for those who make over $350,000 a year and for corporations with revenues above $1 billion. Meanwhile, over in Castlegar, David Eby and the BC NDP promised to expand healthcare access for those living in remote areas and job protection for people facing a serious illness like cancer.
You have to travel for the healthcare that you need. And if you're struggling with the cost of daily life, if you're facing challenges with getting around, it can become so complex that you might go without getting treatment, which is why today we're announcing expanded rural travel assistance for all British Columbians by making sure that we include mileage for your vehicle if you have to drive to see a specialist.
John Rustad and the Conservative Party of BC also made announcements today in Brackendale near Squamish regarding their plans for the province's energy sector. Rustad saying he would rid of the NDP's EV and heat pump mandates while looking into other methods of power such as solar, nuclear, and natural gas.
We should not be relying on other jurisdictions to meet the energy needs we have in British Columbia. It's time we have an open and honest conversation about how we meet our needs, not just of today, but of tomorrow. We are going to need significant additional energy generation in British Columbia. It's a simple fact. We do not have enough to meet the demands that we have, and certainly the demands going forward.
On Wednesday, all 3 leaders will be speaking to business owners at an event hosted by the Greater Vancouver Board of Trade ahead of the October 19th election. In Vancouver, Cecilia Hua, City News.